And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
And we shall overcome.
Impromptu celebrations erupted outside the White House.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence.
I ain't even expect to be live right now. I didn't expect it, but damn it, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Marky Dan. He gonna call me racist if I say anything about him, so I ain't even finna say it right now. But at the same time, we gotta get this political talk off. You know what I'm saying? I planned to do a political show earlier today. Shout out to my brother TD Sports, man. Make sure y'all go catch that video. We had a great show over there. Kind of changed the trajectory of what I got going on. But damn it, my brother said I'm ducking him. He said I'm ducking him, man. He in the background right now. Let me bring my brother up real quick. We got the little homie in the building, man. And I say that respectfully. I say it respectfully. Shout out to my brother Marky Dan in the building. Marky, what's going on? You said I was ducking you politically, so let's do it. It's that time. I mean, hey, you see, you know, I don't like when somebody say I'm ducking anything. I'm never gonna duck anything. That's not how I move.
Well, salute the bright side, Mr. Respectfully, and I will give you credit. You responded very quickly, so good for you, man. Good for you.
Hold on. We're going to get into the topics tonight. We're going to get into them. I got a few things I want to play as far as videos go. As always, I would tell you, if you got any videos you want me to play, you know where I'm at. Hit me up, and we'll put them on the screen. We're going to do things the right way. Shout out to my brother Texas G in the building, man. Shout out to my brother D Free in the building as well. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the
Leo.
like button. Free. We might need you to come referee this motherfucker, man, because I'm gonna be Marky about to get cooked tonight. He about to get cooked because the nigga out of order. He out of order.
I'm in order.
Well, now you out of order. And I'm the only one who gonna tell you that you're out of order, but ain't nobody gonna talk politics with
firstly,
you. Man, you out of order. See, I told you out of order. I told you what you was out of order. You proved my point.
Your president is out of order.
Well, we can get to that in a second, but I'm not talking about him yet, and we're gonna talk about him. I'm talking about you, and you out of order, man. you can't come up here cutting me out. Nah, you good. Look, so let me know. I got a couple videos I want to play. We got to talk about the tariffs. We definitely got to talk about that. We got to talk about how it affected the stock market. We have to talk about the whole and the first thing I want to talk about. The first thing, I'm just telling anybody listening to my voice right now: don't get on the airplane, don't get on the helicopter. We had another helicopter crash. We had an airplane crash in the past few days. So I say it respectfully. Stay out the way, family. Y'all stay out the way, because I don't know exactly what's going on with these crashes. But we done seen more. Oh, I'm coming to you. I got you. We done seen more crashes as far as helicopters and planes go in the past, 3 months, than we done seen probably the entire time I done been alive. I'm just gonna be honest. I ain't never seen it being in consecutive the way that it's been. Marky, you say you understand it. What's your thoughts on the crashes that we've been seeing? First things first. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, in February, Trump fired several hundred FAA employees, including air traffic controllers. This is a phenomenon that you could say started from the time he's entered office, where you saw that incident where we had a helicopter and a plane crash into each other. Um, I don't know if
Nobody had been fired at that time.
I'm not entirely sure that's true, but
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a real quick. That's a fact. That's a fact that nobody had. That's a fact.
Well, okay. Well, then you exasperate the problem by firing even more people, and now we see even more goddamn. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say we've seen more crashes, but there's been incidents where there was an incident at LAX where there was almost another collision between a helicopter and an airplane. Now we see this incident where I'm not exactly sure what happened. I just seen that like a helicopter, there was some boats looking in the water for a helicopter, I guess. So I don't know what happened. Did it collide with something, or what? Did it just go down? What happened? Was it a technical issue?
Don't get me the line. I don't know exactly what situation you're talking about. Respectfully.
No, I'm talking about this situation.
Oh, in this
What
situation. So in this situation, and I want to play the video because I have video of it as far as what's being reported. Me personally, I always tell you, I don't trust whether it's MSNBC, Fox News, CNN. I don't trust none of them motherfuckers. Me personally. That's just me. We're going to play what they reported on as far as that crash goes. We'll play with what was reported on. But me personally, I feel like we haven't seen anything. I remember at one point in time, they used to tell us that it's safer to ride or to fly than it is to ride in the car. Hell, I'll take my chances in the car right now.
We're in the Trump era.
According to you. Here we go again.
According to the numbers, eh?
You know, Mark, I got to say this. You got to be more honest, man. You got to be more honest.
About what?
I'm going to tell you. I got it. What you got to be more honest about is just because things are happening at this current moment in time under Trump, it doesn't make Trump the individual who made the shit happen. Now, hold on, let me finish. Now, I will say, I do agree that letting or firing some of the individual that's been fired, it's out of order. It's out of order. At the same time, I don't think that's the reason behind all these crashes that we're seeing. I don't believe it. And I'll just be quite honest. Let me turn this down just a tad bit. Is the music loud to you?
I can't hear anything.
Okay, now it might be good. And if you can't hear it, then we good. One of the things that I say is that I've always said from the beginning, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember the plane disappearing?
What, the one over Malaysia or something like that?
Right. Do you remember it disappearing?
Yeah. I was in seventh grade when that happened.
That's why I said you may not remember. That's why I said it. But one of the things that I have always believed is that these crashes don't happen for no reason. And regardless, if you want to say it's Trump, I ain't got no problem. I would disagree. But I think there are certain individuals out here that utilize plane crashes. I look at what happened. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I look at what happened with planes that were flying from Colombia at certain points in time. Planes that were flying from Aaliyah herself, and I think that was something totally different than what we're talking about. But I will say that, and the ladies, man, I thought, are y'all live tonight? Shout out to the ladies I talk. Are y'all live? I was about to pull up on y'all show. But I think that there is individuals who gonna go ahead and take motherfuckers out, plane crash wise, however it is. And I'm gonna play some of the videos shortly. But I don't think these are coincidences. I think that a lot of this shit is planned, is scheduled, and they do things in a certain way. And so I want to start with that point first, and then I want to play. Go ahead.
Before you go, I want to respond. I will agree. It is not fair. It is not necessarily fair to put plane crashes or accidents on the Trump administration. However, I am going off of a quote directly from the transportation department head. He said it himself during a cabinet meeting to Elon Musk. I just had 4 crashes in a week, and you're firing air traffic controllers. That's a quote you can find in the New York Times. Now, I know you don't trust certain media, and I respect that, but no, like that's not something I just imagined up. That's something that's actually happening, Dub. Now, the crashes themselves, I think a lot of it is either technical error or it's just incompetence on the part of whoever is either the pilot or whoever is in charge of air traffic controller. I'm not a mechanical. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a technical expert. I can't really comment on that, but that's just what I think. Now, when you said plane crashes, let me say something about the Malaysian airplane crash.
Airline. We'll say Malaysian airline.
I will say this. I do remember that, and this was on the news. It was being reported. They said that one of the family members called the phones of one of the people who was on the plane, and it was ringing. And this is months afterwards. So a theory was out there that maybe these people were being held in captivity. But I mean, what would be the point of doing that? Like, what's the value in hiding them? Like, if you wanted money, or if you want something, if you want leverage against whatever countries they're from, you publicize this shit. You claim responsibility, and you make a demand. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think a lot of these are tragic incidents. Just to be honest, not all of them.
I disagree with that, Marky.
But I'm not done yet though, because I think a lot of them are tragic incidents, but not all of them. Like you look at a couple of the Kennedys have died in plane crashes, like more than one. Did you know that?
Yes.
Like multiple plane crashes.
That's why, and this is why when you speak on the administrations, no, the question that I want to ask you is who are on these flights? That was the question I wanted to ask you. Who are on these flights? Even when we go back to the Malaysian airline that quote unquote disappeared, any of these, who are on these flights? And one of the reasons I asked that question is because, and you done seen the conspiracy show, I've done a lot of research into how do I want to call it? What do I want to call it? I'm gonna just say the government in general. And I know how these individuals have operated previously. Same way you brought up the Kennedys. There were, I believe it was 3 or 2, there were 2 plane crashes as far as the Kennedys go. When you bring that up, my whole thing is well, what do these individuals have to hide, and what's the reason for knocking these people off? That's always my question. And so when you saying it's because of folks being, I don't believe none of that. I think that there's an agenda there. I think that we have bad actors. I think we've had bad actors for years. Hell, 9/11. They could tell me that they could tell me whoever they wanted. We know that these people came from Saudi Arabia, which a country that was never quote unquote attacked or went after by the United States government. Why? Because we do business with them. And so, but even in those situations, as far as 9/11 go, we know that the majority of those individuals came from Saudi Arabia. We know that to be a fact. And so my whole thing is I think there's more going on. And I think in this situation now, and we'll get to the tariffs, and I think as far as what's going on, I think this goes more to conspiracy than politics, in my opinion. And so,
I mean,
go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I don't really want to go there because, I mean, like, I don't like to make claims without evidence. So unless we know that it was somebody important on those planes, I don't think it's really fair to say that it was set up. But especially if we don't have a name or something like that.
But we don't know who's
but
important to
I
what.
do.
But we don't know who's important to what. We don't know that.
But then, I mean, then that's just a hole in the bag, Dub. That you could just, that's just a rabbit hole. You could go down with any incident anywhere at any time.
I will. I
Hey, I respect it.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, play the video.
All right. So I want to get to the. Well, first off, make sure I do this the right way. I want to get to, and when we play the video, Marky, we got to respond to it. We can't just let it play. Hell, YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. They'll say they'll take us off air real quickly because they did that to me this past Sunday. So I want to play these videos, but we're gonna play them in short, and then we'll respond to them accordingly, right? I want to start with. Let me make sure. Let me find it. I gotta find the video. Give me a second. I want to start with. All right, here we go. I want to start with the tariffs that Trump put on, and the first thing is it's interesting to me is that. Oh, what's interesting to me? You hit me up and said, well, Trump, he pulled the tariffs immediately from China. Well, no, he didn't do that. What happened?
I didn't say from China.
What'd you say?
I said he punked out. That's what I said. I didn't say he pulled the tariffs from China. He pulled back on the tariffs from the rest of the world. You notice the messaging has changed from the rest of the world is ripping America off to we are going to stop China from ripping off the rest of the world. That's the new messaging now.
Well, and the reason it happened, and I'm glad you said it that way. No, I'm glad you said it that way because we're gonna play. That's one of the videos I did want to play. We're gonna play the press secretary when she speaks on the reason that those tariffs were paused for 90 days. And the reason that they're moving the way they're moving. So I want to play that video. Let me pull it up right here. Hold on.
Yeah, while you getting that girl, I can't stand her. I mean, I can't stand most press secretaries, but her, that's somebody who could just sit. And she talks about she pray before she get on the podium. That girl stand up there and lie and contradict herself with a smile on her face.
Amazing. All right,
but she a beautiful lady. She a beautiful John. I can't
she
even lie.
She not that cute to me.
I ain't gonna lie. She kind of cute.
Not at all. I disagree.
Hey, I respect it, though, Bryce. I respect it.
I say that. I don't think she. I say that respectfully. I say it respectfully. But I don't think she. Compared to some of the other ones that done been up there.
You know, it's got some different ones. Trump got a selection. He got a whole roster. He got up there. He pretended like they're real officials. I don't believe that.
Hey, shout out to Kayleigh McEnany, man. Now Kayleigh can get it. She can get it. This one right here, I plead the fifth on that one. I plead the fifth.
She got a 59-year-old husband. You know that?
How old is he?
He's 59. She's 27.
Oh, is she 27?
Yep, that tell you everything you need to know, Dub.
She looked like respectfully, she looked like she about 43. So.
Damn, Dub. It ain't that bad.
I'm just all right. Maybe I'm out order. She 27?
Yeah,
is that a fact?
That's a fact.
I don't know if that's a fact.
That's facts.
All right, here we go. What's her name? I can't even think of her name right now.
Little Miss 702.
Shout out to Miss 702 in the
Caroline
building.
Levitt.
Thank you, Caroline. Let me pull her up. And I ain't even gonna lie, I wasn't even. You called it, so I said, "Fuck it, let's do it." Caroline Levitt. All right, there we go, right there.
You really don't believe she's 27 years old? That's crazy.
Maybe, but she just not pretty. Like she's not pretty at all to me. At all.
Damn.
She's pretty to you?
Yeah, she got certain attractiveness to her to me. She's a good looking. I think she's a good looking woman.
I don't think so.
I respect it though.
No. Hey. To each his own. To each his own. Who am I? Let me see. On. Tariffs. On tariffs. Here we go. Right here.
The Republicans have gone from terrorists to tariffs.
All right. So we got. I think this is the one right here. Let me make sure this is the right one. I want to play some of this video as far as what she speaks on, as far as the tariffs go. I know what you're saying as far as how, damn, Derek Carr, he uncertain for the 2025 season.
They're gonna drive. That's what I was telling.
Free.
That's what I was telling Free.
They got to take shit up. All right. Here we go. So I want to play this, and I hope this is the right clip. I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I just pulled. Hey, I said let's do it. So I just pulled this one. But I want to play this video right here. Let me share it, and I want to react to it. I don't know the exact point where she gets into the tariffs, but I do want to hear her point, because one of the things you just said, bringing up, correct me if I'm wrong, how these tariffs are out of order, right? They out of order, correct?
They are out of order, correct.
Let me hide that. Oh shit, I did the wrong thing.
And
I want to bring up.
I'll break down my reason why I think they really out of order. Whenever you give me the chance after she's done, I guess.
Well, we can't play the whole video in this so be ready to react at any time. All right, here we go right here. Let me hit that. All right, we good to go. Can you see it?
I can.
All right, so I'm gonna try to find the right piece of it. So give me a second. I'm gonna let it play for a second. Then we're gonna find the right spot. Here we go.
Good afternoon, everybody.
You can hear
How are we? Good to see you all. Branch and as Commander-in-Chief, the highest court in the land made it clear that the President of the United States has the power to protect our homeland and forcibly remove foreign terrorists who pledge to immediately eliminate America's trade deficit with Israel and remove the hands of foolish trade practices. President Trump made it very clear that the era of American economic surrender is over. President Trump is no longer going to allow American workers and companies to be ripped off at the hands of foolish trade practices that shipped away millions of high-paying jobs and hollowed out communities across the country. It's America first, all the way. And despite fear-mongering by the media, the world is clearly responding to President Trump's approach. Just yesterday, President Trump held a bilateral meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu here at the White House.
Now that's the first thing, because we according to you, I know you want to talk about China more than anything, but it's not just China. The man and the man came out and said, all right, if you want to have reciprocal or if you want to put tariffs on our products, we're going to put reciprocal tariffs on your products. Do you agree or disagree with that, Marky?
I disagree. There's an echo.
It ain't for me.
Hold on. You can't hear it?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, but I can hear it. I can clearly hear the echo. Can you go on mute? Hello? Oh, damn, it's coming from me. What the hell?
I told you it was coming from you.
Hold on. I'm going to come back quick.
All right, bet. So, real quick, going into this, my whole thing with it is I don't see no problem with reciprocal tariffs. What's the problem with it? Exactly, Free. I agree with Free. Hold on. And shout out real quick. Shout out to everybody. I ain't do things the right way. Shout out to Texas G in the building, man. Salute to my brother Texas G. Shout out to D Free in the building. Shout out to 2 Cent 2. I don't know how to. It ain't my sister 2 Cent. I think this is my brother 2 Cent. So shout out to 2 Cent in the building. Shout out to Rusty Cage in the building. Shout out to the ladies of I Talk. I thought y'all was gonna be live. I was about to come jump on y'all show. Shout out to Miss 702. That's my big sister right there. Shout out to my big sis. Shout out to Free in the building. And we got Free in the background. Let me bring both of my brothers back up here. Free, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you.
Marky, can you hear me?
I can.
Marky, you still echoing?
Yeah. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to my browser. Hold on,
Turn off the daggone echo.
How you?
No, I don't got no Bluetooth on. It is weird.
Man, your shit out of order, man. Got a damn Obama phone. All right, real quick, Free. First things first. How you thought this lady was?
I thought that lady was in the 40s.
That man, Marky said she 27. She don't look 27 to me. I'm just saying.
Nah.
I say that respectfully. Free, what you got? Give me your opening statement. What's your thoughts on these tariffs and those type of things? What's your thoughts on it?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. Why am I echoing?
You echoing too?
Yeah, let me go out, come back in.
Well, then, how everybody got an echo but me? All right, I don't know what's going on. Everybody got a chat, real quick, chat. Am I echoing, chat? Chat, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if I'm echoing. All right, here we go. Marky is back in the building. Let's see if Marky in order. Testing yo. 1, 2, 3, Marky.
Okay, I'm good.
Yo.
Y'all good?
Yeah. No.
It's still echoing.
Both of y'all?
Yeah. Hold on.
Let me go on mute. And then, hold on. I'm going on mute in 3, 2, 1. Y'all speak now.
Hello.
No, it's
Still echoing. You might have to restart the stream, though.
All right, give me a second. We're going to shut this one down, and we'll come back in a second. Give me a second.
That's weird.
Everybody can't be echoing here. All right, here we go. Let me shut this motherfucker down. We'll be right back, family.